Okay, so A is moving down at 2 meters per second. Okay, when it gets to an angle of 30 degrees, so this becomes 30 degrees, we want to figure out what the angular velocity of AB is. So over at B, it's going to be moving to the left as shown there. Okay, that makes the angular velocity to be in that direction. This is going to be the omega of AB. Okay, and the way we're going to solve this is by using the relative motion equation. Okay, and knowing that the velocity of B, these are all vectors, equals the velocity of A plus the angular velocity of AB crossed with the position of B with respect to A. And so what we'll do here is we're going to go through each one of these points to figure out what we're looking at. Okay, so first thing I know is I know that the velocity of B is in the x direction. It's going to be negative VB in the I direction. I don't know what that velocity is, but I definitely know it's going to be to the left given the constraints that I've got here. Okay, VA is what's given to me, so I can go ahead and write that VA is negative 2 in the j direction because it's acting straight down. Now what we're looking at is the cross product omega AB crossed with R of B with respect to A. Okay, now I don't know what omega AB is. What I do know is that it's in the negative z direction. So I'll go omega AB in the k direction crossed with the R position. Again, this is the R position of B with respect to A, so that's going from A to B. So I go in the negative x direction, negative 0.2 cosine 30 in the I direction, and down 0.2 sine 30 in the j direction. Okay, so that is my cross product. When I do that cross product, I go ahead and, plugging in the numbers, doing the cross product, I get 0.173 omega AB in the j direction. That's again the negative k across the negative I, and then minus 0.1 omega AB in the I direction. So now I've got each term written in Cartesian form. The thing is I've got I equation and j equation. So I'm going to basically just write each of those and then solve for them. So in the x direction, I have negative VB. Okay. The VA has nothing in the j direction, so that simply equals negative 0.1 omega AB in the I direction. And then I have y equations, which is going to be 0 because VB is none in the j direction, equals negative 2, okay, plus 0.173 omega AB. Okay, so from this equation right here, the y equation, I can solve that omega AB equals 11.5 radians per second. And again, I get a positive answer because I made that assumption that it's actually going in the negative direction, so that assumption is correct. So it's 11.5, that would be clockwise. I could then use this and find the velocity of B if I wanted to by plugging into the x equation, but at this point, this is what the problem is asking for.